I got 3 words for you.
Yeah.
Return to Forever.
Oh, Al Di Meola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was with Return to Forever and Chick Corea's band after Bill Connors left.
Okay.
Bill Connors was kind of very much like Alan Holdsworth style.
Yeah.
Remember? So these guys, this is pure fusion. And it's Al Di Meola is just considered, one of the speediest, incredible guitar players from that genre.
Yeah,
Along with
he
John
is amazing.
McLaughlin. Yeah, John McLaughlin, and he played with Santana too, and the list goes on and on. But if you're into fusion from that era, from the 70s, it don't get no better than this. So this is a tune called it's a live show called Race with the Devil on Spanish Highway.
Okay.
So far so good, right? So it's live in Berlin in 1978. So check it out. Let's see if you like this heavy duty guitar bass fusion.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
All right, so here you go. Race with Devil on Spanish Highway, Al Di Meola.
Here we go.
Buckethead who?
Totally different.
That one also can be found at www.selfindulgent.com.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, so that's
It's
the
just a
thing though.
jazz exploration in E minor is what it is.
Well, I wonder though how much of it is improvised versus how much is written out. There were multiple parts to the song, and they all seemed to know exactly when those parts were happening. And I'm sure that a lot of the lead parts might have been improvised right on stage, but it makes you wonder how much of this is scripted as a song. At least the general, architecture of the song is there, and how much of it is total improvisation.
I think it's a combination, especially with this one. It has a very distinctive dum 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 dum
Yeah,
dum. It's
yeah,
built around that riff, plus with the particular percussion. I think there's a frame,
hmm
but this was this was fusion in the 70s, so there is a looseness to it
yeah,
and a big sense of improv. So I think within it there's improv, and he's having too much fun
yeah,
to part of it could be drug induced, but having too much fun to where they would play this every night and it would be the
right.
same thing. So I would say it's a good combination of the two.
Yeah, no, I tend to agree, and you gotta love those bell bottoms.
Oh, no question. He rocks him with and that Gibson sound.
Yeah,
That's what Santana was doing in the 70s,
yeah,
emulating that type of style
right.
and that type of fusion. It was a huge they bursted out on the scene with this stuff.
Yeah.
And I love that. I've always loved the interplay, the call response between the keyboards and the
Oh yeah,
guitar. It was very signature of that sound in Chick Corea too. And
yeah,
you know, um, so yeah, I mean, sure, it's just this experience, if
yeah,
nothing else, is
yeah,
what you're getting, that you could see, that piece of history, fusion in the 70s.
yeah, and it's interesting because his playing style is not. I mean, I wouldn't call it blues based, because he's doing some modal stuff in there, and
Yeah.
some more advanced sort of playing, um, but it doesn't sound unreachable to a general audience. I think it still sounds very mainstream in many ways, but in a very, very advanced sort of way. I don't know. I don't know how to, if I'm even doing a good
No,
job
you're
explaining
definitely
it,
right.
but
I mean, it's no, I think yeah, there's definitely pentatonic in there, but it's
mhm,
also there's Dorian in there, and
yeah.
then there's legato playing, but that the alternate picking that he did,
Oh yeah, yeah,
that's just something that you just have to be damn good at,
yeah, yeah,
because to get that kind of speed, it's just insane.
yeah.
It's just insane,
Now,
and very very Latin influenced, obviously.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, the
I,
rhythm
I, I
section was phenomenal. I mean, that was
yeah,
great.
but even him and what he's doing, and the
Oh yeah.
that melody is just very Latino, man.
What?
And there was a point in time when he was playing some lead part that, and this is probably why I thought how much of this is scripted. He was doing some runs on guitar and the keyboard was following exactly note for note. So my first thought was, oh, is he playing some sort of MIDI guitar uh,
Yeah.
interface that
Yeah, when it
follows
wasn't
along?
showing him. Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah,
you were thinking it was guitar, but that was that kind of, again, that Korea, Jan Hammer later on, those kinds of synth
yeah,
sounds, which
yeah.
is
But he was playing
bizarre.
along with it at the
Oh
exact
yeah,
same time, the exact same notes, really
and
quickly.
staccato.
Yeah, yeah, and it
Yeah.
really sounded, because they showed him playing on guitar, and it sounded like he was playing the keyboard part, but then he went off and did his own thing, and the keyboard kept doing its other thing.
Yeah.
So it was they were just that much in sync that you couldn't tell one apart from the other. It was amazing.
And that just was so distinctive with fusion musicians of the 70s, or at
Mhm.
least for the most part, that they were just that good, where he could do a run on the keyboard, just, oh sure, no problem, and
Yeah,
just
I'll
rip,
do the
you
same thing.
know
Yeah,
they're just that good, and
yeah,
you can have fun and be loose in concert if you're already that studied and that practiced and that good,
exactly, yeah.
where you don't have to worry about that, just like as guitar players don't want to worry about hitting the wrong note. If you
Mhm.
practice and you get that uh, you know, wide range of knowledge of the fretboard,
Yep.
then it makes it just easier to just say, huh, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, yeah. No, that
You
was
know?
that was a great jam, and I loved the whole structure of the song, and the fact that it has many parts. I love that because it keeps you interested. This was how long was that song? It's like
9 something.
9 minutes. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't feel it, because if it was 9 minutes of one chord progression in a jam, you'd feel it. This is multiple parts in one song, all under this umbrella of this mode, this groove, and it just kept you interested. It just kept changing just enough to be like, ooh, what's it going to do next? Loved it.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, my main goal was to reintroduce you to fusion of
Hmm.
that time, and then introduce it to our audience who haven't necessarily heard that,
Yeah.
chunk of genre and history, and I think it was very important, and
Oh yeah.
anything that has to do with improv
Yeah.
and expression of your instrument.
And he's been
And
Al Di Meola has been very influential in music. I mean, musicians know him, and all his work. So yeah, it's, if you haven't heard of him, you need to investigate him deeper, because he's the real deal.
yeah, I mean, contemporary musicians, it's Miles Davis, Stanley
Mm.
Clark, all the
Yeah.
Return to Forever and Chick Corea, and
Yeah.
Lenny White, and all these guys really influenced, maybe very, it's a long time ago, so we're separated from it, but yet,
Yeah.
these were the pioneers, and
Yeah.
that's,
Absolutely.
and Demiola did the same type of style and speed on acoustic. He was
Yeah.
famous for that, and
Yeah.
just mind blowing shit.
Always has a little bit of that Spanish edge to it too. Yeah.
Yes, that's his upbringing, and he
Yeah.
always introduced that. But it was more, at least with him, on the rock fusion side rather than the jazz fusion side.
Yes.
So it was still more like, yeah, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So comfort zone for us, but yet out there.
Right. Right.
So hey, if you like more Al Di Meola, if you like Al Di Meola, check him out. Check out Return to Forever, and there was some great time. Mahavishnu Orchestra,
Yes.
McLaughlin. So it's just some great stuff back then. A good chunk of history.
Yeah. If you like this, please hit like, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell so that you know every time we come out with new stuff.
There you go. You said it better than I did. All right. All
All
right,
right.
cool.
Until next time, keep rocking.
Ah.